Hello everyone, this is Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you our final update from Season 1 of the 2021 iRacing year. We have 5 team members participating. We're focusing primarily on the Advanced Legends Cup, although some of our members do run in other series. But the Advanced Legends Cup is our primary focus. I've been running pretty seriously in the SK Mod, so we'll talk a little bit about the SK Modified series as well. But I wanted to give you a final update, talk about how our drivers have done, and maybe cast an eye toward next season. Let's start out with Larsen Parker. Larsen is the most recent member of the Johnson iRacing team. He's been with us about half the season now. He's got his iRating up to 1,598. It's dropped just a little bit, but that's because he's really gotten into the top split pretty regularly, and the competition has become pretty intense. In the last 3 weeks, Larsen has raced in 15 feature races. He's got 1 win, 5 top 5s, no poles. But overall, he's doing really well. If we look at how Larsen's doing in the individual series, right now he's 125th in the rookie division. Now that's out of about 13,000 drivers. So Larsen inside the top 1% of rookies racing in the Advanced Legends Cup series. If we look at where he is overall, he's going to finish up somewhere around 655th this season, which will put him inside the top 3.1% or thereabouts. So, maybe the top 3 out of every 100 drivers or so that you would pick at random, you'd find Larsen in the top 3. So he's done a really nice job. If you look at his overall performance, he made 80 starts in the Advanced Legends Cup. He won 22 races. He had 40 top 5s and 30 poles. That goal that we usually set for ourselves of a 50% top 5 finish, Larsen's been able to hit that right on the head. So very, very proud of what Larsen's done. He's done a really nice job, and I'm hopeful that next season, as he continues to improve, we're going to see him jump inside the top 500. So should Larsen choose to continue to be a member of the Johnson iRacing team, my goal for him, my sincerest and most forward-looking goal would be for him to be inside the top 500 and maybe really shoot for finishing up inside the top 250 in the Advanced Legends Cup. Second driver we're going to talk about is Aaron Cain. He races under the name Lincoln Cain, but he goes by Aaron Cain. Aaron has his iRating up to 2,131. That's a pretty nice iRating. He's done a really nice job. Aaron races in a lot of different events. He races late model tour cars. He'll race a little bit of dirt, and he races the Advanced Legends car. So we're just going to focus on his performance in the Legends series for this update. Currently, he's in Division 3, and in Division 3, he's inside the top 15, so running 14th out of 912 drivers. That would put him in about the top 1.5% of the Division 3 drivers. He's done a really nice job in Division 3. If we look at his overall performance, this is where Aaron really shines. He is 71st out of 21,405 drivers. That puts him inside the top 0.33%. So he's done a really nice job. He only started 28 races this year. He's got 2 wins with 11 top 5s and 1 pole. A little below that 50% goal that we set for ourselves, but given the number of different kinds of cars and races that he runs, it's a little harder to be consistent in the Legends Cup when you're not focused on it exclusively. So Aaron doing a really nice job. He joined us about 3 or 4 weeks into the season. He steadily marched upward in the rankings and worked his way into the top 100, which is going to be a dynamite finish. I think most people that I know that run Legends Cup, if you told them that they would be guaranteed to finish in the top side or inside the top 100 at the end of the season, they'd be pretty pleased with that. So overall, Aaron doing a really nice job. Third driver, let's take a look at. That's going to be Kaleb Gillock. Kaleb racing out of the Midwest. He's the first member who's not a Johnson to join the Johnson iRacing team. Kaleb's got his iRating to 1567. It's dropped just a hair, but that's because Kaleb has been racing in the toughest split. So he's been running in the top split on a regular basis. He's been really pretty consistent as well. So let's see how Kaleb's doing in terms of the overall series. If we take a look at where Kaleb's ranked, he is also in the rookie division of the Legends Cup, where he ranks 34th out of 13,000 rookies. So that puts him inside the top 0.03%, which really puts Kaleb in a pretty good spot. He's done a really nice job all year long, been very consistent. The wins haven't piled up, but the consistency has really been there for Kaleb. He's scored a lot of top 5 finishes. If we take a look at where he is overall, he finished up about 340th out of 21,405 drivers. That'll put Kaleb in the top 1.6% of all drivers that have attempted at least one points-paying race in the Advanced Legends Cup Series. Take a look at his performance. He's got 48 starts. He did get 1 win. He had 21 top 5s, and he sat on the pole a couple of times. So very close to that 50% threshold. I think next season, should Kaleb decide he wants to stay with the Johnson iRacing team, I think a great goal for Kaleb would be, let's see if we can get that top 5 percentage up to 50-50 and see if we can finish inside the top 150. I mean, he's 340th. The top 150 is certainly possible, maybe the top 200. And it's not out of the realm of possibility for Kaleb to finish in the top 100 in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup Series. Next up on the list, Joe Johnson. That's my brother Joe. He's got his iRating up to 2,615. That's pretty close to the highest that it's been since he's been iRacing. He did a really nice job throughout the season and improved and improved. He has a limited window to race, so he doesn't get to run a lot of races on a weekly basis, but he certainly makes the most of the races he gets to run. Let's see how Joe's doing. He is in Division 2, where he currently sits 24th out of 428 drivers. That puts Joe in about the top 6%, 5.5% of Division 2. But remember that Division 2 are those drivers who come in with iRatings over 2,000. So Joe doing a really nice job in Division 2. If we look at where he is overall, he is currently 63rd out of 21,405 drivers, which puts Joe in the top 0.29% of all drivers that have attempted at least one points-paying race. Joe doing a really nice job. He made 32 starts this season. He had 2 wins, 15 top 5s, and 2 poles, very close to that 50% top 5 threshold that we set for ourselves every year. What can we look forward to next year? Hopefully Joe will be able to run a few more races. I think the number of races he's able to run hamstrings him just a little bit. And he may very well be able to finish inside the top 50 if he's able to run just a few more races. Say instead of running 32 in a season, he could get up into the 40 to 50 range. I think you might see his position in the point standings go up. Still, given the limitations, Joe's done a wonderful job all year long, and hopefully we're going to see Joe move up in the global Advanced Legends Cup rankings by the end of next season, Season 2 of the 2021 iRacing year. What about me? My name's Aaron Johnson. I am one of the co-founders, along with my brother Joe, the Johnson iRacing team. I got my iRating up to 3,071, and I've been able to keep my iRating over 3,000 for the first time for consecutive weeks. I'd never been able to do that before. I'd just creep up over 3,000, something would happen, my iRating would drop. Then I'd creep back up over 3,000, something happened, my iRating would drop. So I kept my iRating over 3,000 for 3 consecutive weeks for the first time. I'm pretty pleased with that. How have I been doing? Well, let's take a look first at the NASCAR SK Modified Series. I've been running in the Modified Series. In the mods, I'm in Division 2 along with Ty Majeski, and yes, it is that Ty Majeski. I'm 15th out of about 263 drivers, so top 7%, somewhere in there, top 6. Not doing too bad in terms of the overall ranking here. A lot of really great drivers have coming in, and notice I'm the only Class C driver in this group, everyone else racing either Class A or Class B. Partly that's my choice. Partly that's because I don't have the time to invest to move up in some of these iRacing licenses. Where do I stand overall? Well, overall, I'm 39th out of 4,720 drivers that have competed in the SK Modified Series. That puts me in the top 0.8% overall. Had 28 starts in the SK Mods. I had a win. Had 14 top 5s and a couple of poles. So my top 5 percentage is exactly where we want it to be. We shoot for 50%, and I was able to do that. So a pretty good season in the SK Mods. I think for myself next year, my goal is just going to be to finish better than 39th. You know, if I could finish 28th or 29th or 30th, I'd be very happy. I think also next season I may jump up and start running the NASCAR Tour Modifieds, and then maybe take a roll the dice and see if I can't get my Class B license at some point. So those are a couple of goals I'll have for the modified. So next year I'll run the SKs. I'll probably also run the Tour mods as well. What about the Legends Cup? Well, in the Advanced Legends Cup, I'm in Division 2. I currently sit 20th out of 428 drivers in Division 2. That puts me just inside the top 5% in Division 2. I'm still behind some of the bigger names, Adam Hancock, Brad Souza, Jay Horn. Jay Horn's fantastic driver, has really done a wonderful job this year. Daniel Hendry, another one. They're just the list of drivers in Division 2 when you're in these top 25, top 50 drivers, all of them are truly excellent drivers. So I think I did okay in terms of my performance in Division 2. And overall, it looks like I'm going to finish 49th. So it looks like I'm going to be 49th in the overall standings at the end of the year. I'm going to finish just inside that top 50. That was a goal that I set for myself early in the season, and I'm pretty pleased with that. If you look at my performance, I had 33 starts. I had no wins, didn't win a race this season. It's the first season in the Advanced Legends Cup that I've been shut out of victory lane, but I had 21 top fives. My top 5 percentage, almost 2/3 of the time, I finished in the top 5, and I did qualify on the pole for 3 races. So pretty pleased with my performance in terms of my ability to qualify the car and my ability to run in the top 5. I just never could track down a win. I had a couple of opportunities and came up just short. So overall, though, I think a pretty good season. For the Johnson iRacing team, the 2021 Season 1 has been really pretty successful. We've got 5 team members, all of us finishing inside the top 1,000 in the Advanced Legends Cup, keeping in mind that 20,000 drivers are competing, so we're all in the top 5%. 3 of our team members inside the top 100, 4 of our team members inside the top 500, and I think all of us capable of putting together a season in the Legends Cup that would put us inside the top 250. So I think it's within the realm of possibility for all of our team members to finish up inside the top 250 next season. For myself, for personal goals, I'll be, I think, moving into the Tour Modified Series. I haven't made that decision just yet, but I think I'm going to move into the Tour Mods and run the fixed Tour Modified setup, as well as racing in the SK Mods and the Advanced Legends Cup. I toyed around with ARCA a little bit this season, and I did okay in ARCA, but I really don't think I'll run ARCA next year. I find the ARCA cars, I find them not as much fun to drive as the open-wheeled cars. So I'm really enjoying the open-wheel cars and Legend cars. As always, if you're on iRacing and you see our videos and you're interested in learning more about the Johnson iRacing team, you can look me up on iRacing. Just type in Aaron Johnson 14, that's me, and go to my profile page and send me a message. I'd be happy to visit with you. We're always looking for additional drivers. I think we've got maybe room in our stable to have a total of 10 drivers. And if you think that you want to be part of this team, great. We only ask you to do 3 things. 1, we ask you to race the right way. That means take responsibility when you make mistakes. Try not to call names or to drop a whole lot of vulgar language. We know that every once in a while you're going to drop the F-bomb. Nobody's going to give you trouble for that. But we want you to do this the right way. 2, just remember that we share things. So we've got a Dropbox, and we'll share setups, and we'll share setup ideas and tips and videos of the lines that we take if we find something that works. And we share all that with the team because we want the team to be successful. If it's good for the team, it's good for us. And 3rd, we really want everyone to focus on remembering how much fun racing really is. And so we want you to do it the right way, to take responsibility when you make mistakes, to cut people a break when they make mistakes, to share your new ideas and tips and tricks with other team members, and to go out there and have a whole lot of fun. If you think that might be you, hit me up. You can always get in touch with me through the iRacing interface, or you can go to our Facebook page. It's just facebook.com/Johnson iRacing, and send us a direct message there. That'll do it for Season 1 of 2021. Week 13 is coming up. It's a free-for-all. The points don't matter. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, only with race cars instead of stand-up comedy. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.